I'm reviewing Overwatch, and I played it on the PlayStation 4. For those of you that don't know, Overwatch is an arena-style first-person shooter developed by Blizzard. It's very similar to Team Fortress 2, but with a larger and more diverse cast of characters. If you don't know about the game and you're into video games, I'd actually be pretty surprised because Blizzard has done a really phenomenal job of the marketing with this game, mainly with these short movies that highlight different characters. They do a really great job of setting the tone of the game, introducing the characters, and they've gotten people very, very hyped to play the actual game, including myself. This is a multiplayer only game, which I really don't mind too much because the game is obviously tailored to facilitate multiplayer gameplay rather than single player. But these characters are obviously well thought out from the cinematics that were released. The opening cinematic for the game has Winston telling you how Overwatch was a peacekeeping team that fought for humanity but has since been disbanded, but that he wants to bring it back. None of this really matters though in the actual game. There's no game modes that hint at this. There's nothing really in the banter that even hints at it. You can pick whoever you want to play as, so it's not like it's Overwatch against the bad guys or anything like that. It's just kind of strange to hint at a larger story and background, but for the gameplay not to represent it at all in the slightest. It's not really a complaint that there's no story, more just an observation of how kind of strange it is that they went to all this trouble to not have any story content at all in the actual game. Maybe there's plans in the future for something like that. Who knows? There are 21 total characters to play as. They're divided into 4 different classes: offense, defense, tank, and support. I really love these characters. The designs are great. They look like they jumped straight out of a cartoon. They all look really unique for the most part, and they all play very differently. Even the characters in the same class feel unique and different, and they contribute to the matches in different ways. I personally really liked Mei the most. She's this little Eskimo girl who's a defensive character. Her main weapon is an ice gun that can freeze people, as well as shoot ice bolts for more long-range attacks. She also has an ability where she covers herself in ice and is invulnerable while she heals, which I love because Overwatch goes against the grain that so many other first-person shooters are doing now, which is having regenerative health. This game does not have that. You either have to find a health pickup, have a character that can heal, or be healed by a teammate who has a healing ability. This actually really threw me off at first just because it's been so long since I've played a game like that. I'm so used to the military shooters like Call of Duty or Battlefield, but this game doesn't have that, and I actually kind of liked it, honestly. I grew accustomed to it, and over time I grew to like it just because it was something different. There are 4 game modes, 2 of which involve escorting a payload to a destination, and the other 2 involve capturing control points. This was actually the low point of the game for me. I enjoyed the game modes, I enjoyed the game a lot, but the game modes themselves are pretty uninspired. Game modes that you've played a million times in other games, not the least of which Team Fortress 2. And I really feel like they could have been a little bit more inspired when the rest of the game is just oozing with personality. That really is the strength of this game. It is very, very filled to the brim with personality, not just in its characters, which it is, but also in the locations. They look great. They look just like the characters, like they jumped out of a Pixar movie. Each one is set in a different location. So for example, one's in Hollywood, another is in Egypt, while another is in Great Britain. So it gives the developers a lot of room for making different levels, not just the level design, but just aesthetically. They each feel very, very different, which is great. Graphically, the game looks not amazing, but it's good. Nothing really to complain about. There's also some balancing issues, but that doesn't bother me as much because I'm sure they'll iron that out as the game proceeds, and it's not so bad that it's unplayable right now. So this is more based on appearance rather than how they actually play, but best character, definitely Mei. I love her character design. She's so cute. She's got a little robot, and she has great winning poses. A close second, though, is Eva. I like her a lot. She's spunky. She's cool. Her design is neat, but I don't care for the design of her mech too much, so that's what keeps her from being my favorite. Worst character, Junkrat. First thing I thought when I saw this character was, okay, he's a Joker ripoff. And he kind of is, kind of not. He's crazy and he's got a punk vibe to him, but then he's also got a pig leg, and I don't know. He's my least favorite character design by far. Best map, Hollywood. This map is a lot of fun. There's 3 sections to it. It starts out in a downtown area, then it goes on to a western set, and then it goes to a backlot studio. Blizzard did a really great job with designing these levels because nearly all of them have a really great amount of variety to them. This one takes it a step further though. Each zone feels like it could be its own level really. I really like it a lot. Worst map, Nepal. The map is snowed over, it's a bit less varied than other maps, and it funnels the direction of the game even more than some of the other maps and leaves out entire sections of the map that you have really no point in going to. That being said, it's still not a bad map, which is really just a testament to how good the level design is in this game. That even though it's my least favorite map, I still don't mind it when it comes up in the level queue. Overall, I think this game is really fun. I really enjoy it. If I were to give it a score, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I think it is a great game. If you're into multiplayer shooters, I think this is a definite pickup, must have. The only thing that I can really say that's bad about it is the lack of game modes. I think they will add more in the future, so honestly, in maybe a year or two, this game could be a 5 out of 5. As it currently is though, it is still a great game, and I can highly recommend it.